Hi, I'm Daniel. I want to talk to you about rare PS4 games. Now, when we talk about retro gaming and collecting games, often we talk about old games, but it's also very interesting to look at current generation consoles and spot the games that will eventually become valuable and will become rare or are already hard to find. And so I'm gonna show you some games and yeah, let's start. Some games from my personal collection that I think are or will be rare PS4 games. So I'm going to show you this one first. This is Cursed Castilla or Cursed X Castilla. Now I'm choosing this game not for the game itself in particular, although this is a rare game, but because it's a East Asia soft game. So basically all East Asia soft games are rare. They print in like 2,000 or 3,000 copies per game. So if you have an East Asia soft game in your collection, then keep it sealed like I have this one, and it's guaranteed it will be worth something in the future. Another one I have right here, it's Child of Light. And this is a Japanese edition. It's like a special edition. It comes with a disc inside. It comes with an art book. It's a very rare edition of Child of Light. Child of Light is a 2D side-scrolling RPG made by Ubisoft when Ubisoft had this initiative to make indie games and whatever. So yeah, if you find this copy, this particular copy of Child of Light, keep it sealed. It's a rare one. Another game, very interesting, and speaking of retro gaming, Wild Guns Reloaded. This came out for the Switch as well. By the way, a lot of these games obviously are not exclusive to the PS4. This came out for the Switch as well and other platforms. It's basically a re-release of a classic game, I believe from the Super Nintendo, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to say it. But anyway, again, rare game. This one is very interesting. Forget the names. Retro City Rampage DX. Now, yes, I know this is not the rarest version of this game. There's another one with a different cover art that's even rarer. But this one as well, if you find any physical copy of this game, keep it. It's a nice one, and it's bound to be rare in the future and be worth some money. Even today, this one is already worth. Now, next one, see if I can get. It's actually two games, LOCOROCO 1 and LOCOROCO 2. Now, these, for those of you who had a PSP, a PlayStation Portable, you might remember LOCOROCO was one of the highlights of the PSP, really. Very fun games to play with the triggers, like going left and right. These are Asian releases of the games. These are the only physical editions of these games available for the PS4. So it's very hard to find them in the West, at least in stores. Obviously, it's easy to find online, but in stores it's not so easy to find. So yeah, LOCOROCO 1 and 2. If you have these for the PS4, keep them sealed. They're rare. Now this next one is probably one of the most interesting games I have for the PS4. Again, I need to check the name. It's Battle GAREGGA. Battle GAREGGA something 20th anniversary. This is basically a re-release of a Sega Saturn game. I think I should have made my research. But yeah, this is like shoot 'em up, a 2D shoot 'em up, like on the likes, like old classics, like I don't want to say Ikaruga. I don't know why I'm thinking about Ikaruga, like Radiant Silver Gun and so many others. What's the other one with a name from the World War II? 1943 or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, this is shoot 'em up, like a 2D vertical, not quite bullet hell, but kind of. Anyway, very rare edition. There is a collector edition of this game. If you find it, comes in a big box. That's definitely worth more. But this one as well, this is like the Korean edition. It's almost impossible to get this in the West. It's really hard. Again, online you can find it, but yeah, if you find this one, keep it. Another one, very interesting. This one is very interesting. It's the King of Fighters 14 exclusive Chinese edition. This version only came out in China. It's published by this publisher called Game Poch or Game Poch, I'm not sure. They publish some games in China, and this one is particularly interesting because it comes with all DLC and all characters and stuff like that for the King of Fighters 14, which is the most recent King of Fighters. Yeah, I don't think, no, there's no 15 yet. So yeah, Chinese only edition. This is one of those games, actually, I believe there are some games that are so rare that people don't even know they exist, and therefore they're not so valuable because people are just not aware of their existence. And I think this is one of those games, but one day in the future again, hopefully collectors will realize this exists, this was released, and it will be a great collector's item. Another game, also very Asia centric, is the bundle Miami, oh, what's this called? Hotline Miami Collected Edition. So this is Hotline Miami 1 and 2 physical edition with a disc. I can open this one. I don't have it factory sealed, so it's here. The game with the disc. It's also available for the Vita. I actually have it as well for the Vita, but I don't have it right now with me. Anyway, this was only released in Japan. The 2 Hotline Miami games for the PS4 physical edition. Again, very rare. You won't find it almost anywhere. And finally, for now, this is very interesting. River City Melee Battle Royale SP. Now again, this is like a re-release of this old game, factory sealed here. I believe this is an Asia only edition as well, like Hong Kong version or something like that. So it's a rare game as well for the PS4. I have it factory sealed. I will not open it. I'm not interested in playing this game. I mean, I'm sure it's a fun game. I just don't have the time to play these kinds of games anyway. So yeah, I have many more other PS4 games, rare games I will show you in the future, maybe in another video, but for now these are enough. I think I showed 10 games, 9 or 10. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you know any other rare PS4 games, or even for other consoles, for the Switch or for the Xbox One, I'm particularly interested in current generation games that might be good collectible items. Please, if you know of any good collectible items for current generation consoles, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching.